This video is for people who have come from Kimberly's page and only for people that have come from Kimberly's page. Hi, my name's Dr. Bird, otherwise known as the PhD Bird Person. For a fully informed understanding of why I have made videos about Kimberly in the last couple days, please do go back on my profile because I have explained it every step of the way. Once you've done that to understand exactly what's happened, making sure to also read the comments, please do come back here and I'll respond to the response video or disclosure video that she made piece by piece, so you'll be all caught up. And hopefully this will be my last video about this. Let's get into it. 54-page Word document on presumably ChatGPT generated image.
I did this. That's why I can highlight everything.
So this was actually just a joke that I was telling because I was about to disclose to everyone that I found out 79 to 100% of her paper was AI generated. It is neither here nor there for me whether those images were actually AI generated. That's how much of it was generated from AI or GPT. 96%!
AI can't kick back a whole 154-page scientific paper with correct citations. I wrote the paper. I did use AI for a grammar check, but I did write the paper. That's why all the citations are valid. If you look at the inline citations, they will all match an actual citation, which is one is comparison and treatment for metabolic disorders. If you pull up, it will pull up the actual thing by the actual authors. ChatGPT can't do that. It messes up citations.
So first of all, she completely took my idea out of context, as I would expect from someone who would use this much AI in their published work, even though it's not published, as you'll see in my previous videos. But my point is she just showed a single section where I showed the very first section of her article where it came up with a 96%. What she didn't show is that I took every single piece and I have images, every single segment that I included with the percentage that total out to be her entire paper. And the entire paper comes out with anywhere from, I think it might have been 77, but I'm 99% sure it was 79 to 100% AI generated. Meaning, regardless of whether or not the citations match, she still has that level of AI generation detected. She could have easily AI generated everything and then made sure that the citations matched. Meaning, even if all her in-text citations and reference sources match, it is unexplainable why she would have anywhere from 77% AI detected and 100% AI detected. That doesn't make sense, even with what she said. It did not make it make sense. Because there is a difference between AI detection, which is what I ran her paper through, and plagiarism. Meaning there is a difference between plagiarizing from a human being or not properly citing them or not properly summarizing their work and using AI to plagiarize. Make sense? Both are technically forms of plagiarism, but what I am pointing out is that she has plagiarized quite obviously because she's overused AI, and this AI detection software has made that apparent. So because Kimberly is absolutely committed to lying about what an AI detection software is and trying to falsely conflate it with a plagiarism software, of which I have used both, they are not the same thing.
All right, let's see what I said. Those tests for online documents that have the same exact wording. So if someone were to take my abstract, copy it, and paste it into a document, it would come up on their plagiarized side as in a professor reading someone's document with my words. It would be AI generated or plagiarized from the internet.
What Kimberly didn't seem to understand is that all I did was download her document directly from her ResearchGate profile. I didn't copy and paste anything, so this argument doesn't make any sense. And again, I made an entire video of my own, which we'll get to in just a second, where I put my own published article into the exact same AI detection software that I put hers into and received a 0%. So that does not make sense because my published work is also on the internet for free. Because for the millionth time, all the AI detection software did is look for AI generated content in both of our articles. All I said is that using AI to the extent that she was detected for using is plagiarism too. A 35% and higher you would be considered plagiarizing, let alone a 79% or higher.
So which is it? Am I wrong about it being considered plagiarized if it comes back as AI generated from a document on the internet, which mine is, or?
At first I was honestly confused as to what she's confused about here, because it made that little sense. But it seems like she's taken that video so far out of context, a video where I admitted that I, an ex-academic, have used citation generators, as many academics do, arguably most, and equated that with her plagiarizing. Remember, the difference between plagiarizing a human being, which I did not search her paper for, and plagiarizing by using AI detection software are two different things. I know me using plagiarism to describe both is confusing, but it is not completely contradictory like she's implying that it is. What I was saying is that when I do use a citational generator, it may come up as AI generated when I in fact cited things appropriately. But guess what? It never comes up the vast majority of my paper. It would be a very small percentage, but hers were coming up anywhere from 77% to 100% AI generated. How about this? Oh, damn, 100% written by me. And here, and here.
0% is impossible unless you're intentionally getting those results by putting in random enters or punctuation like an asterisk or an apostrophe in the middle of nowhere. I do not understand this level of unhinged.
After everything else that this creator has done, it makes complete sense to me that this creator would flat out lie, as if I didn't just copy and paste directly everything from both of our papers as they are, and then show the percentage that demonstrates how much AI was detected in both. Because for the last time, all an AI detection software does is detect use of AI. I used 0 AI in my paper, so 0 AI was detected. She clearly used AI in her paper, so anywhere from 77% to 100% AI was detected. This creator is blatantly lying. And if everything that I've shown you doesn't make that clear, if her petition to get a free PhD from Stanford, when she has used AI clearly in this paper for basically all of it, and you are content with pretending that what she said is correct at face value, there's nothing more that I need to say to you, because you are clearly not going to listen to reason. Like, there's not anything more that I can say. That's what's been so funny since the beginning, because literally I haven't thought about this creator in 2 years. People would periodically tag me in their stuff, which is why I blocked them. Every single academic that I've talked to has only told me and reflected back to me the experience that I've had, where they demanded free labor. They were acting egotistical, pretending as if Brazilian researchers would just know who they are when they have absolutely no peer-reviewed academic publication. And their publication makes very clear that they only did a systematic analysis of only articles from 1967 until 2021. And all that this creator has done is adamantly manipulated people who do not understand the research process into believing that she was stolen from. And that is a lie, because that analysis took place between December 2020 and December 2021, which means they came to their conclusion, they wrote the paper, and then they submit it to the journal before she ever came to TikTok, before she ever did anything on ResearchGate, before she ever published a book. Academics already had that conclusion. And then, probably 2 to 3 years later, he's taken credit for it and is falsely accusing them of stealing her work. And I don't have any respect for anyone that would not just demand a free PhD from Stanford, but use that much AI that was easily detected, and then not listen to anyone that is an actual expert in the field when they're trying to tell you that you are blatantly being manipulative. Like, I can't speak to someone that is unwilling to have any accountability in their actions, and I refuse to.